English learners. Welcome back to the Pulse English Nest podcast, a safe and friendly place where we practice real English for real life. I'm Sara, and today we're talking about something very important, not just for English learning, but for life itself.
And hi everyone, I'm Yusaf. In today's episode, we'll talk about how to talk about your feelings in English. Many learners know grammar and vocabulary, but when it comes to emotions, they feel confused, silent, or uncomfortable. So today, we'll make it simple, natural, and human.
Yusuf, can I ask you something?
Of course.
How are you really feeling today? Not the I'm fine answer, the real one.
Honestly, I feel a bit tired, but also grateful. It's been a long day, but I'm happy we're recording this episode.
I like that answer. It's honest. And that's exactly what today's topic is about. Honesty with feelings.
Many people, especially English learners, struggle to talk about feelings. Sometimes it's because they don't know the right words. Sometimes it's fear. Fear of sounding weak, emotional, or incorrect.
Yes, and sometimes in our culture or upbringing, we're taught to hide our feelings. We say, I'm okay, even when we're not. But emotions don't disappear when we ignore them. They stay inside us.
Language is not just about information, it's about connection. When you talk about your feelings, people understand you better. They feel closer to you.
And when you express emotions in English, your English becomes more natural, more alive. Native speakers talk about feelings all the time: happiness, stress, confusion, excitement, disappointment.
Let's start simple. You don't need big or difficult words. Simple English is powerful. You can say, I feel happy today. I feel stressed. I'm nervous about my exam. I feel lonely sometimes.
These sentences are short, but they are real. Speaking simply is better than staying silent because you're searching for perfect words.
One of the easiest ways to talk about feelings is to start with I feel. This keeps the sentence personal and clear. For example, I feel excited about learning English. I feel scared when I speak in public. I feel proud of my progress. Let me share something personal. When I was learning a new language, I often felt embarrassed to speak. I understood a lot, but my mouth didn't cooperate.
What did you do?
I started saying simple sentences like, I feel shy speaking. When I said it out loud, I felt lighter. It helped me accept my feeling instead of fighting it.
Many learners think some feelings are bad, but feelings are not good or bad. They are just information.
Feeling nervous doesn't mean you're weak. Feeling confused doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you're learning. Let's start with the past. Simple sentences for past feelings. I felt happy yesterday. I felt nervous before the meeting. I was sad last night. You don't need long sentences. Keep it short and clear.
Now let's talk about the future. You can use I will feel or I think I will feel. Examples: I will feel excited tomorrow. I think I will feel nervous before the exam. I will feel happy when I finish my work. This helps you express hope, fear, and expectations.
Sometimes we don't understand our own feelings. That's okay. I don't know how I feel right now. I feel confused. I have mixed feelings. This is very natural English.
In some situations, you need polite English. For example, at work or with strangers. Polite feeling sentences. I'm not feeling very comfortable. I feel a bit concerned about this. I would feel better with more time. Polite English shows maturity.
When we talk about learning English, many people focus on grammar and vocabulary, but they forget one very important thing: feelings. I always tell learners that if you can talk about your feelings, your English becomes real. You don't sound like a book anymore. You sound like a human being. Even with simple English, when you say how you feel, people listen to you more carefully and understand you better.
That's true, Sarah. I've noticed that learners stay quiet not because they don't know English, but because they don't know how to express what's inside them. They feel happy, tired, stressed, or worried, but they keep everything inside. I want learners to understand that you don't need big words to talk about feelings. Simple English is enough to open your heart.
Many beginners think, my English is weak, so I should not talk about feelings. But this thinking is wrong. Feelings are simple by nature. When I feel tired, I don't need a long sentence. I can just say, I feel tired today. This one sentence is clear, honest, and powerful. English is not about sounding smart. It's about being understood.
Exactly. And when learners start using sentences like, I feel happy, I feel sad, or I feel nervous, something changes inside them. They feel lighter. They feel confident.
Another important thing is adding a reason to your feeling. When you say, I feel stressed because I have a lot of work, people don't just hear your words, they understand your situation. This small word, because, connects your feeling to your life. It turns a short sentence into a meaningful message, even for a beginner.
Yes, and learners should not be afraid to talk about negative feelings. Some people think they should only say good things in English, but real life has all kinds of emotions. Saying, I feel sad today, or I feel worried about tomorrow is normal. Native speakers say this all the time. Talking about bad feelings does not make you weak, it makes you honest.
I also want learners to understand that feelings change with time. Sometimes you feel good in the morning and tired in the evening. When you say, I feel tired right now, or I felt happy yesterday, your English becomes more natural. You start using English the way it is used in real life, not the way it is written in textbooks.
And this is where confidence grows. When you can talk about past feelings, present feelings, and future feelings, you are no longer stuck. You can say, I felt nervous before. I feel better now. And I will feel confident tomorrow. These simple sentences show progress, not only in English, but also in your mindset.
Many learners worry too much about mistakes. They think people will judge their grammar when they talk about feelings. But in real conversations, people care more about your emotion than your grammar. If your sentence is a little broken but your feeling is clear, your message is successful. Communication is the goal, not perfection.
That's why daily practice is so important. I always suggest one small habit. Every day, say one sentence about how you feel. Say it out loud. Say it to yourself, to your phone, or to a friend. This small practice slowly removes fear. One sentence a day can change how you feel about English.
In the end, talking about feelings makes your English alive. It connects you to people and helps you express your true self. You don't need advanced English. You don't need long speeches. You only need simple words, honest feelings, and the courage to speak.
And remember, when you talk about your feelings in English, you are not just learning a language, you are building confidence. Start small, speak daily, and let your feelings guide your English journey.
Big emotional words. It's about being real and letting simple English carry your emotions. Many learners wait for the perfect sentence to express how they feel, but feelings don't wait. They come suddenly, and if you don't train yourself to speak them simply, they stay stuck inside. When you say, I feel sad today, you are not showing weak English. You are showing strong communication because you are connecting language with your real life. And that is how fluency actually begins.
Most learners feel emotions deeply, but when it's time to speak, their mind starts building walls. They think, is this sentence correct? Or what if my feeling sounds childish? And because of this fear, they choose silence. But silence doesn't improve English. When you talk about your feelings, even in broken or simple sentences, your brain learns that English is not just for exams or videos, it's for your inner world too. And once English enters your emotions, it becomes natural, not forced.
One important thing learners must understand is that native speakers don't describe their feelings like novels. They use short, honest sentences. They say things like, I'm not okay today, or I feel overwhelmed, or even just, I'm tired of everything. These sentences are not grammatically complex, but emotionally strong. When you allow yourself to speak this way, English stops being a subject and starts becoming a voice that represents you.
Another problem is that learners often try to hide their feelings behind safe words like fine or okay, because they think real emotions are difficult to explain in English. But you don't need to explain everything. Saying, I feel low today is enough. Saying, I'm stressed because of work is enough. The goal is not to impress anyone. The goal is to release what you feel using English, even if it's slow, even if your voice shakes.
When you practice talking about your feelings regularly, something beautiful happens. Your confidence grows quietly. You stop translating emotions from your native language and start feeling them directly in English. You don't search for words anymore. Words come to you naturally because they are connected to real experiences.
This is why emotional English is powerful. It trains both your heart and your tongue at the same time.
So if you truly want to unlock your English speaking, don't avoid your feelings. Use them. Talk about being happy. Talk about being tired. Talk about being confused or excited. Sit alone and say, I feel nervous today, but I'm trying. And repeat it until it feels normal. Because the day you can speak your feelings freely in English is the day English stops being foreign and starts becoming yours.
Before we end today's episode, I want you to remember one simple thing. Your feelings matter, and your voice matters too. You don't need perfect English to express what's in your heart. Even a small sentence spoken honestly is a big step forward. Because every time you talk about your feelings in English, you break one.
Yes, and don't wait for confidence to come first. Confidence is not something you find. It's something you build by speaking again and again. Speak when you're happy, speak when you're tired, speak even when you're confused. Every feeling you express in English makes your voice stronger and your English more real.
So today, don't keep your emotions locked inside. Take a quiet moment, breathe deeply, and say one honest sentence in English about how you feel. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be true.
We'll be back in the next episode with more simple ways to express yourself clearly and confidently in English. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and be kind to yourself.
Thank you for listening to the English Leap